The story opens inside a dimly lit emergency call center at night. A wide cinematic shot slowly pushes in toward a lone dispatcher wearing a headset, surrounded by softly glowing monitors and blinking indicators. Cool blue lighting dominates the room, creating a sterile but tense atmosphere. The dispatcher's face is focused, slightly tense, as a waveform pulses on the screen. This scene corresponds to the moment when the 911 dispatcher receives a calm but terrified call from a man whispering that someone is inside his house. Cut to a close-up of the dispatcher's monitor as audio levels move in sync with a hushed male voice. The camera subtly drifts, as if drawn toward the sound. Reflected on the dark screen is the dispatcher's concerned expression. The lighting tightens, shadows deepening around the edges of the frame. This visual supports the part where the caller calmly but urgently explains that someone is standing inside his home. Transition to a semi-abstract visualization of a digital map forming itself on a screen. Streets and labels fade in smoothly, illuminated by soft white lines over a dark background. The camera glides above the map as a specific address highlights in red. This scene matches the moment when the caller provides a full address and describes details of the house, making the situation feel real and traceable. Cut to a cinematic exterior shot of police cars moving through empty streets at night. Red and blue lights flash rhythmically, reflecting off wet asphalt. The camera tracks alongside one vehicle at a low angle, giving a sense of urgency and realism. This scene aligns with police being dispatched immediately after the call. The police cars slow to a stop in an open, silent area where a house should be. The camera pulls back to reveal an empty lot. No buildings, no street signs, only darkness and fog. Streetlights flicker weakly, casting long shadows. This directly matches the revelation that the address does not exist. No house, no street, no record. Cut back to the call center. Multiple screens now fill the frame, showing signal traces, coordinates, and system errors. The camera circles slowly around the dispatcher as technicians appear in the background, their movements tense but controlled. The lighting becomes harsher, more contrast-heavy. This scene corresponds to investigators repeatedly attempting to trace the call, only to find nothing. A stylized but realistic visual shows digital coordinates dissolving into static, as if the signal is falling off the map. The camera slowly zooms into the static until it fills the screen. The color palette is cold and desaturated. This reflects the idea that the call came from nowhere, as if outside the system itself. Cut to an extreme close-up of the dispatcher's face as the audio waveform suddenly spikes, then drops. The room goes quiet. The dispatcher freezes, eyes widening slightly. The lighting dims except for a single monitor glow. This scene matches the final moment when the caller softly says, "He found me," before the line goes dead. The final shot returns to the audio recording interface, now paused, timestamp frozen. The camera slowly pulls back as the screen fades into darkness. Ambient room noise hums faintly. This closing visual corresponds to the ending revelation that the audio still exists, but the source was never identified, and the mystery remains unsolved.